this video, we're going to be taking a look at Chris's whole layout and where it's currently at, and figuring out what we need to do to improve it, or if we need to improve it, and see what's going on. Let's check it out. All right, Chris, under the hood, what do you got for an alternator? Is that stock?
No, that is a 370 amp aftermarket Autotech alternator and it's rated at 14.8 charging voltage.
So you're doing 14.8, 370. Okay.
Yeah. When I start it up in the morning, it reads out 15, and it stays 15 for like an hour and a half.
Getting good voltage back to the back, that's for sure. Terminals look real nice.
That's thanks
well set up.
These terminals and the shrink wrap and the wiring process is, I did all this wiring at this design, but if it wasn't for Richard, I wouldn't have none of these terminals. I wouldn't have been able to make it look clean.
He hooked you up with all the stuff and everything?
Yes.
Yeah.
Richard hooked me up with all the terminals.
Richard is the man. It's nice work, man.
And he helped me run all my wires.
That's good. That means that this is all solid up here. I like this. Now that run goes to the back, right?
This goes to the back, and I've got a ground right here that goes to the back.
So you're running the ground from the battery and the positive all the way back on alt gauge both.
One aught welding wire. Yep.
One alt. Okay, good deal. I like that. Overall, I think that's clean. And I think that's solid.
And both me and Richard ran. So we ran this wire back. It's running down my frame.
Yeah.
All the way down this part of my frame right here, the passenger side. It's zip tied all the way down. And it's zip tied all the way up.
That's good. He made sure that the wiring was safe and solid all the way to the back.
Yep.
Sweet.
And he zip tied all the way up to right here. We'd like double and triple zip tied and make sure it wasn't moving. And then we drilled 2 holes.
Right.
Under this wood, you can't see it.
Right. You got grommets in there?
Yes, they've got two waterproof grommets.
2 waterproof grommets. So you got a power and a ground coming through there.
Yep. And they're
grommeted from all the way from the front to the back. Yep. Sweet.
And they're coming up through that little hole right there.
Gotcha.
In between the batteries. And
then going into these batteries. Now the battery situation. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
So what's going on with the batteries?
So hold on, let me go over to this side.
Look at that box, man.
I'm running a Trojan Overdrive AGM Group 31 102 amp hour, 12.8 volt batteries. One of them's bad. So
this is definitely your weakness right here. This is your weak spot.
Yeah, I'm dying without it. I started smelling coil earlier though. You could smell them.
Well, they will smell if you bang on them hard. You start smelling, they back off, man. You know, you have to throttle things.
Yep. I turned it down as soon as I started smelling stuff. I turned it way down, not off, because if you turn it off, there's just you don't want to cook them by sitting them still.
Just pay attention to them. You know, you're beating on them, feel of them. If they start feeling pretty warm on them dust caps, then back off on it for a few minutes. You know, you always got to keep that in mind. Now he's been working on stuff. But it looks like you got rid of those, and you did this the right way. You've been out there busy.
Yeah.
You've been out there busy, so I like this. I like this.
100%. 100%. Except for this box, these subs being wired on the inside. 100% of this was done with Richard.
Yeah.
I didn't do it without him.
Yeah. He did a bang-up job.
And without both of you, I could not be sitting where I'm sitting.
Well, I appreciate that, and I know Richard does too. That is a monster sub box.
It is, man.
I love it.
We got to finish sanding it.
I wonder who helped do that, man.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Some guy, some fucking weird, some weirdo named Gary.
Yeah, some weirdo named Gary.
Yeah.
So what I'm thinking here. How much wattage are we trying to do? 8,000 watts?
I'm not going to be able to push that because it's at about, I don't know, 75% efficiency.
Yeah. Well, the point I'm
it's 8,000 watt amp sundown, 8001D.
Right. Which is a great little amplifier. Nothing wrong with that. And you got a nice little matching set over there.
Yeah. This is my sundown 1250 SIA that I'm going to be running on my door speakers.
Yeah, so you got a nice little matching amplifier set up. I like that. So what I see is the batteries being AGM is definitely your weakness. See, here's the thing about these batteries is they're only able to pull about 200 amps out of them at one time.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So you can only put in and put out about 200 amps total with these two batteries, if they're both perfect. This thing is going to need a minimum of about 400 amps, half of its amperage.
Yep.
So the batteries literally cannot keep up with this amplifier.
Yep.
Even if they're perfect.
So my resting voltage is right there at 13.2.
13.2?
Yeah.
That's across both batteries. Well, they should be the same.
That's across both batteries,
yeah. They're both on bars.
I haven't checked my front resting voltage yet. I believe it's 13.6, 13.1, something like that.
The bars are okay.
I need 2 more batteries.
But, well, you need lithium, man. That's what you need.
So I found out that I can get a C-Max banks like this long for $400.
C-Max is a higher voltage though. You're not charging high enough voltage to charge C-Max.
I can't charge at 14.8?
No. They rest at like 15 volts.
Okay.
So you need to be charging at like 16 volts to run
So
C-Max.
I have to turn the alternator up.
Well, there's a whole lot of other things. I'm not sure if that alternator would even turn up. But, Chris has overcome a lot of adversity and made great strides toward becoming a really awesome person. And his hard work and dedication in changing his life and making big improvements in his life has inspired me to go the extra mile and make sure that this boy has the power he needs to make this system bang. Yeah, he don't know yet. The point is, you definitely need batteries, and that's going to be the next. I think that's really the only weakness you have. Well, no.
And I have to run another power wire back here from up front. Maybe. Maybe not.
For
I don't
what?
know. I don't know what.
Oh, for extra.
Yeah.
Not necessarily, man.
For current.
You've only got to have enough power wire coming from the front to carry the power that's coming from that alternator.
We're only running one out.
So you're running a single alternator.
Yeah.
That's 370 amps.
Yeah.
At most, it's going to be pushing 370 amps out of that, or allowing it to pull. The batteries are going to pull it out. So with a 370 amp alternator, you're on the edge of not having enough power wire running from the front to the back.
Yeah.
You're on the edge. I usually say about 300 amps per alt gauge wire.
Yeah.
So you're just a little above that. And since your batteries back here are definitely not keeping up with this amplifier, that means that this amplifier is pulling that full 370 amps from the alternator back here. And so adding another power wire coming back here might be the fruitful thing to do.
Yeah.
But as one part of it, this is the little stuff, and something you can consider is running your ground back here that you run back here. You could change it to where both of those two wires are positive wires. Okay. And that way you can, and then you can go
ground to the frame, ground to the body.
Yes, sir. So that's one option to help without dumping a bunch of money. You know what I'm saying? But the other thing is these batteries are just not going to keep up with this. Yep. Even if they're both perfect and both brand new. And if you're running 4 of them, you might barely be able to keep up. Just barely, if they're all in good shape. It's going to be really tight because you're looking at 300 to 400 amps of continual throughput for those 4 AGMs.
Yep.
And this guy here, cutting the power in half, is still looking at 400 amps, with peaks much higher than that. So I really don't think that 4 AGMs is going to do your job. I had a 8,000 watt amp in the Tahoe, and I was running 8 big AGM batteries. and they just kept up, and that was 8. So I don't think this can work 100%. So we need to work on the battery thing. Bring it up. Better.
147.1.
Yeah. Now put it on about 44. You got to find your peak in
3,
here.
2, 1.
Crank it.
I got 0.2 dB on that.
Already?
Yeah.
Bump that 43 again.
All right.
Yeah. Hit it again. I want it here. 143.
2, 1.
That's it. All right, now bring it down to like a 42. We'll try that one. See where your strongest part is. It's going to be right in that area. I know this because I have one. I know where it hit. Same?
Yeah.
So turn down to a 41.
Yeah.
Go down to a 41.
Yeah.
Now I got the window open over here. That's the key. And let me open up the door this time. Watch the difference it might make. It went down. The bottle fell off the hood, by the way.
43, 44, 42, 43.
So go back to a 43 with the door open, and let's see what it does over here. Remember, short burps, because we don't want to heat the coils up and shit. We want to keep them cool so we can test.
Yeah, hold on. Let me start this, turn the volume up so I can pause it.
Yeah. Oh, that instant hit's bad. You want to roll into it. So start it playing and then roll the volume
3,
into it.
2, 1.
See, it went up to a 5.
147.5.
147.5 just from opening the door.
Sounded like shit's fucking falling apart.
Well, yeah, that's because it is. But you saw that 47.5 because the door's open.
Yeah.
That changed it. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and that's a more or less legal spot. The only thing is, we reversed it. We got it on the driver. Normally, it would be over here on the passenger, and you'd have the driver door open.
Yeah.
You know.
3, 2,
Hold on.
1.
Hold on a minute. Let's leave the door open and try playing like
Got
that.
24 right here.
Oh, that's low. Come on, crank it up.
I'm hitting 140.
Oh,
140, 142.2.
a 142 at 24 hertz.
Yeah.
Those subs are totally staying loaded too. They're not unloading at all. Play like a 22 hertz.
22.
Yeah. I knew that port was low. Play a 22 and creep it up.
3, 2, 1.
That's solid. What did we hit up here?
I didn't look.
You gotta look. You gotta watch the meter. Crank it up again. See
It's
what
22
it goes
hertz.
Yeah.
I smell them. You smell them? Oh, that's my exhaust.
Yeah. 22 hertz. I wouldn't go any lower than that.
No.
But yeah, that's solid, bro.